beware. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Your guardian of the First Amendment. Radical Radio. And you'll find out why we say that momentarily. And we are, seriously, people, we are proud to be an American and very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Monday morning to everybody. It's a weather report, little nippy. That's what my mother used to say, little nippy, little cold. Little rainy. Weather report's over. See, I'm not going to get out there in the rain and have rain coming all over me so I can tell you that it's raining. These stupid son of a bitches on TV, these bastards get into the flood because they want to show you. I mean, I believe you. Guy, don't kill yourself, buddy, to show me to prove a point. Tell me it's flooding out there. Let me see the water up to the third floor of a building. You don't have to get out there in the water. I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you that it's flooding. These guys want to be melodramatic. Hey, I want to say, yesterday, had a great time. The Mount Olive Baptist Church out of East St. Louis, great people. They saluted law enforcement. We were invited. I came not as a political candidate. You know, I'm actually embarrassed. I'm more embarrassed than saying I'm a political candidate than saying that I'm a convicted felon. Because I'm going to tell you, people, I understand why some of you people get apathetic. This political crap is nuts. I tell you what, there's some sleazy, greasy son of a bitches. I could get thrown into a snake den at the zoo. And I wouldn't be as concerned as being around some of these sleazy, greasy bastard politicians. But anyway, on a serious note, I want to thank Pastor Cornelius Brown Sr. and Deacon Dwayne Hines and all the great people at the Mount Olive Baptist Church in East St. Louis. They had a salute and an honoring of law enforcement yesterday. Had a great time, great message, and you know, I'm not really that religious, I don't think. But you know, when you get, especially, and I got to say, and if somebody says he's talking about the black churches, it ain't racial. When I go to black churches, and I've been to white churches, you get a movement, you get a feeling, you get a tingle when you go to these black churches, because these people, and I don't mean black people, I mean these religious people down in East St. Louis, they can bring it to you. They can bring it to you. I mean, I got a little tingling in me Sunday. And a great sermon, great people. And, you know, I'm going to have to stay out of the churches because I may become a little more religious because it's had a great time, great people down there, met a lot of great people. And I want to salute again Mount Olive Baptist Church out of East St. Louis and Pastor Cornelius Brown Sr., because I know he's got Junior in the third. What a great family. He talked about his family. Sound like a great family. And I personally want to thank Deacon Dwayne Hines. He's the one that sent us this information. And he's a great deacon, great man. And I just want to wish everybody at Mount Olive Baptist Church the best. And thank you for the invitation down there. Had a great time. And I came down as an ex-police officer, an ex-homicide detective in East St. Louis. I came down as ex-chief of police in Washington Park. I didn't come down as a political candidate. Had a great time, guys. Mount Olive Baptist Church, thank you very much. On a sad and serious note, I talked with our good friend, Mayor Officer, today, and he advised me that Riley Owens, our good friend out of Centerville, the ex-mayor out of Centerville, his sister died yesterday. And I want to say, Mayor Owens, I want to give you my deepest condolences, and hopefully all you good, proud religious people will put a prayer in for Mayor Owens and his family. But Mayor Owens, I want to say my deepest condolences, the best to you, and as always, anything if I can do for a family or friend in a situation like this, don't ever hesitate to give me a call. Before we get to housekeeping, it just, I don't know. Well, yes, I know. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Here's Rauner. And see, I'm an equal opportunity political hater. I don't like the Democratic organization, and I don't like the Republican organization. I don't want to keep prefacing that, but you know the organization is a 2 or 3% of the Democrats in their organization, or the 2 or 3% of the Republicans in their elitist organization that I don't like. I like the rank and file Democrats, the rank and file Republicans, because they're all the good people that are out there fighting. But these organizational son of a bitches, they want to control all of us. They want to control the other 94, 95%. Because, see, when they say, go out and vote Democrat, go out and vote Republican, I say vote the person. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition says vote the person, not the party. We don't have an organization to give people jobs. But all the Democratic organization, all the Republican organization, go out and vote for us. That's right, vote for them, not you, because they'll be the ones that get the high-paying jobs, the good benefits, the pensions, the insurance, the per diems. It's not going to be the rank-and-file Democrats or the rank-and-file Republicans. So I say to both the Democratic organizational people, the 3%, and the 3% of the Republican organizational people, kiss my white, hairy, stinky, wrinkled, old ass, because I don't give a damn about politics. I give a damn about people, and I'm tired. I'm tired, people, and I go all through St. Clair County, and I think you people are tired. You're tired of that crap. The proud black community, for an example. We got to be Democrats. Those poor people down there, and I don't mean just financially poor, and it's not their fault. I mean intellectually poor, because they've been beat so much to think they got to vote Democrat. I want to ask you, good people, and not just because Obama was the first black president, and I know the proud blacks were happy about that, and they should be. But what has your life changed? Has your life changed for the better in the last 8 years? Hell no, it's got worse. And now I come after Obama, who is black. I'll come after Kern, who's white. Kern, the St. Clair County board chairman. This ignorant, no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitch has done nothing for the people of St. Clair County. Now listen to this, people. I'm challenging you, you ass-wipe rich bastard. You white rich bastard. I'll put up 50. I drove through East St. Louis yesterday, Kern. I drove through Washington Park, see? I drive through all those towns below the hill every day because that's where I'm from, Kern. I'm not from that ivory tower like you are. I drive down there yesterday. I see the destruction. I see the pain. I see the hurt. I see the financial devastation. I see the kids in the street don't have anything to do, dressed like little ragamuffins. And that's right, that's what they were dressed like. Not casting bad light on the black community down in East St. Louis or Washington Park. I'm just being truthful. And it's because you no good son of a bitch have done nothing, not just for the black community, you've done nothing for the white community. The only ones you've done for is a political community, and we're tired. The proud blacks, the proud whites, we're tired. We're going to take up arms, political arms, of course. But I get down there and I see that. Then I see this no-count, rotten, good-for-nothing son of a bitch up on a big billboard. Then I drive through Washington Park and I see him on another big billboard. Then I go through Allerton and see him on another big billboard. I just about threw up. Kern, everybody knows what your ugly face looks like, you rotten bastard. For a change, he's got a suit on. I would expect him to have a dress, but he had a suit on. I don't understand you, Kern. You vanity bastard son of a bitch. I'm challenging you, Kern. It's in the paper. that you put in over $150,000 in his own campaign. See, I put in $2 million in my campaign, but I use it to help people. And I worked for my money, Kern. I didn't have my money handed down. Mama, and I'm not going to talk bad about Mrs. Kern, his mother, because I'm sure she's a lovely, lovely lady. She just made a mistake. She wasn't intelligent enough to know when you see crap, you flush it down the toilet. And she didn't do that. But that's okay. That's for another day. That's for another day. But let me tell you, she's given over $75,000 of her money. Now, people, here's the principle behind this. Kern's been the county board chairman for 12 years. He was a mayor for 4 or 8, 2 terms. I don't know, because I didn't follow this son of a bitch. Don't like him. So there's 15, 20 years in public service. It's not like he's running for governor and the people in Springfield, the people in Chicago don't know who he is. See, they don't. So you put the ads up there, the billboards, the pictures. Why he put the pictures, I'll tell you what. I can't go there. But Kern puts his picture up there, and he says, let's keep St. Clair County great. Is he nuts? Some bitch great. Great for what? Great for screwing people? Great for having unemployment? Great for having inferior housing? Great for having bad education? Great for kids starving? Is that what you call great, Kern? You better look in the dictionary, you asswipe, low-life son of a bitch. Because to me, that's not great. But having said that, 12 years, people, follow me. 12 years he's been the county board chairman. 12 years of the debacle at the airport, us losing $15 million a year. We lost the NGA, the spy agency, because of him and Sprague and the culture of corruption, the democratic culture of corruption in St. Clair County. And that was $1.5 billion investment initially and another $3 or $4 billion in residual benefits and taxes in the next 10, 20 years. We've lost that. We've lost jobs in St. Clair County. Our roads are bad. Our streets are bad all throughout the county. Taxes are going up. Our property taxes are going up and our property values are going down, down, down. What do you think, people? Do you think we need this ignorant bastard? He's going to be not only in the billboards, he's going to spend about $250,000. And I wish I had better glasses, but I don't. But it says here, he's going to spend money on Channel 5, Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 11, Channel 9, Spectrum TV, Charter TV, all these ads. He's going to spend over $250,000 to get his message out. Hey, you asswipe idiot, you low-life, no-count, bottom-feeding son of a bitch. I'll give you ads for free. I told you, Kern. I'll give you ads for free. And I know some people say, I don't know how many listeners he has. People get around Bob Romanik. It's not Bob Romanik, the man. It's Bob Romanik carrying the message for all of us. All I am is the water boy. All I am is a water bar taking the water out to the ball players so they can get revived and win the game. And that's all I'm doing is sending the message out to you good people. So you good people, Democrats, Republican, men, women, black and white, you good people can carry the torch and win the election on election day and get rid of this democratic culture of corruption. If it be Republicans in there, I would say the Republican culture of corruption. But follow me a little bit further here, people. Why, I ask, would he spend $250,000 when me and him, I'll take my money, Kern. If it's not raining tomorrow, Kern, I may do a live broadcast at the courthouse, and I'm going to bring up a personal $50,000 check, and I'm going to challenge you to match it. Pull out $50,000. We know who you are, and people think about it. It's a vanity play. He's a rich boy that can throw the money away like he threw the money away when he was a student at St. Louis U Law School. Spent all that money, his parents' money, got a law degree and never practiced. How nasty is that? He kept one person, black or white, man or woman, Democrat or Republican, out of that seat that could have studied to be a lawyer and did something for our community, did something for their family. No, he didn't want that. He sat there and wasted a space. And now he's going to spend $150,000 and then another $250,000 to get his message out? Kern, we don't want to hear your message. We've heard it for the last 12 years. I heard it down in East St. Louis yesterday when those poor kids with wretchedly ass clothes on. hungry kids. I heard you yesterday, Kern. I heard your message. I heard your message the last 12 years. And if that's the message you want to get out, you're a bigger idiot than I am. You want to get the message out that you and the democratic culture of corruption have screwed everybody, not just the black community, but the white community, not just the democratic community, but the Republican community. You guys have screwed everybody. You're equal. I got to give you credit. You're not discriminatory. You screw everybody. I'm tired of it, Kern. I'm tired of the St. Clair County democratic culture of corruption. And this asswipe is going to spend all that money. People, do you understand me? What message can he get out after 12 years of doing nothing? He's going to sit there and lie to you. Now, all of a sudden, after 12 years, they're going to do something? No. If they don't do something, if we don't do something, if we're fortunate enough to get elected, if we don't do something after 12 months, get our asses out. Don't wait 12 years, 15 years, 20 years. Those guys in Belleville, and I was with them years back, people. They laugh at you. They laugh at you. I swear to you, I've been in the back rooms of politics in the 80s. They use you. They use you and abuse you. And especially down below the hill in the proud black community. They don't want to see you be successful because then you come off their plantation. Then they don't have control of you. Then they lose the votes. Then they lose their high-paying jobs. And then these no-good son of a bitches that aren't qualified to do anything, they're without money. So they'll do anything. They'll say anything. And they have in the past. So, Kern, I'm challenging you. I'll put up $50,000 of my own money. You pull $50,000 out of your ads because everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows what an asswipe bastard you are. You don't need to have name recognition. When you hear dog crap and you hear Kern, they're one and the same. We recognize that name. We recognize the dog crap, what dog crap is. And I'd have to apologize to the dog crap because it's not as greasy and as sleazy and as slimy and as smelly as you are, you rotten bastard. So I'm challenging you, Kern. Put your money where your mouth is, you rotten bastard. See, I was going to go another direction, but now I'm pissed off. Christmas time, he gets all these donations from people all throughout St. Clair County. And then he takes them down. Kern takes them down. The white boy, stepping and fetching. And goes down to East St. Louis. And here, little black boy, little black girl who don't have nothing because of me, I'm giving you this toy at Christmas time. Now, you're not going to eat the rest of the year. You're going to have rain coming in your roof because your parents don't have a job to fix the roof. You're not going to get a good education. But I'm giving you this toy. And now he has really come out. Not only does he give a toy, but now he's giving us the people, think about it. I got to apologize to him. He's giving us the opportunity, and especially the black community, not to eat, not to have good education, not to have good housing, not to have safety where they may die, but his picture on billboards, and he's going to be on television. That should be enough for everybody in East St. Louis. What's wrong with you people? You ought to be thankful you're going to get to see Kern's mug up there on the billboards and his picture all over the news media at the tune of $250,000, people wasting that money because he wants to get his message out. We've heard your message, Kern, and it ain't pretty.
Where's the dress? Where's the dress? Tell me where's the dress? Where's the dress?
Now, Mo, let's get on down to the store and get some lipstick and some rouge.
Where's the dress? Hey, Joe, why don't we do this thing up right and get some of them ostrich plumes?
You know,
where's the dress?
I was wondering if they made a pink pump in a size 12, Mo.
Where's the dress?
You know what, Kern, you asswipe bastard? I'd have more respect for you if you went out and spent $250,000 on dresses and pumps and makeup and lipstick. I would respect you more. But no, you want to put your face. Think about that, people, all throughout St. Clair County when you see his billboards. Keep St. Clair County great. Keep it my ass. It's never been close to being great with this democratic culture of corruption. Think about it, people. That could be money that could feed somebody. I'll put my $50,000 up tomorrow, Kern. Yank $50,000 out, Kern. People know who you are. I give you name recognition every day. Think about it, people. And now this bastard, this no-good son of a bitch, is saying You know why he's self-funding? Because he wants to be independent. That bastard knows he's in trouble. That bastard knows the whole Democratic culture of corruption ticket in St. Clair County is in trouble. So automatically I want to be independent. If I had better damn glasses, I'd read the son of a bitch what it says, but hold on. Oh, I'm allowed to be able to vote my conscience, and that's a good thing. Kern, you no good son of a bitch. People, do you understand? This bastard's lying to us, shoving that crap right in our face, shoving crap down our throat, dog crap, and saying, hey, how's that caviar taste? No, we know it ain't caviar, you son of a bitch. We know what it is. It's dog crap, dog crap, dog crap. You hear me? He wants to be independent and vote his conscience. What a lying, rotten bastard. Kurt, I'll tell you what, I thought I was a despicable, deplorable son of a... Hey, never mind. Kern, man, I'll tell you what. Me and you ought to go on the road, a comedy act. Because boy, oh boy, if you think you can pull that off, you rotten, stupid bastard, but it's in the paper. Front page, bottom fold, gonna tell us Sunday's paper, the big paper. Every place, and then Roger Cook, hopefully he'll be coming in. But Roger, they don't have a lot of money. But as one of the political experts says in the article, money's not going to win this one. It's going to be a different day politically. It's going to be the perfect storm. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, we've united. Democrats, Republicans, black, white, men and women. And guys, you Democratic, ignorant, stupid son of a bitches, not the proud rank and file Democrats, but the 2%, the 3%, the organizational Democrats, the only Democrats that benefit. You understand what's going on, people. And if you don't, I'll explain it to you day after day. But Kern thinks money's going to buy this election like it's bought the rest of them. I think the proud black community in East St. Louis, they're split. They know what Kern's about. They know what the Democratic organization's about. And I tell you good people below the hill, Washington Park, East St. Louis, Allerton, Centerville, Cahokia, Brooklyn, Caseyville, ask yourself, both black and white, both men and women, both Democrats and Republicans, is your life better the last, not only 8 years, the last 20 years with this Democratic rule, this Democratic culture of corruption rule? It's not any better. And they're not going to let it get any better because they want to keep you both black and white, men and women, Democrats and Republicans, on that plantation so they can control you. They want to give you a little bit instead of coming off that plantation. They know when you come off that plantation, and it's not a black plantation or a white plantation, it's a political plantation. When you come off that plantation, they're not going to have control of you. Then you're going to start understanding what's going on, and then you're going to research it, and then you're going to start voting the person. You'll start voting the person, not the party. Party politics are gone. Look what Trump's done to the Republicans. Look what Clinton's done to the Democrats. There's no really political parties anymore. Everybody has their own beliefs. You research it. You may want to vote for 4 Republicans, 3 Democrats, or vice versa. But that party politics is out. And I think in St. Clair County, I think Kern, and I got to ask you, the rest of you candidates on the Democratic ticket, Kern has thrown you guys under the bus. He hasn't spent a penny of his money on you, and he's the county chairman. He expects you to vote for him. I wouldn't vote for that son of a bitch on a bet. But he wants the rest of the Democratic ticket. He wants you guys to vote for him. I don't see where he's putting ads on and billboards with the Democratic Party. Apparently, he's not much of a party man. All of a sudden, hey, Kern, were you down at Mount Olive Baptist Church yesterday? Did Reverend Brown and Deacon Hines, did they help you see the light? And you saw the light that the Democratic organization are a bunch of losers, a bunch of political criminals, and now you're going to distance yourself? That's a good thing, Kern. That's a good start. That's like my start with maybe becoming religious. It could be the start of a new day, Kern, but I don't believe you. I don't believe that you want to be independent. I don't believe that you say, and people, you understand Kern. He's led by Sprague. He don't do a damn thing till Sprague tells him to do it. Now he's allowed and able to vote my conscience, and that's a good thing. Kern says, now that pisses me off, Kern. We're not that stupid. We're not that stupid. And Roger Cook says that they're going to probably release negative ads on Roger. Hell, I'm sure they are. That's all they've got. That's all they've got. They can't say what they've done the last 12, 15 years. They're going to say, Roger Cook goes on Bob Romanik's show. Well, Roger Cook goes on Bob Romanik's show because Roger Cook wants to be transparent to the people of St. Clair County. And I'm offered you the same thing, you rotten bastard Kern. You don't want to be transparent. You don't want to come on and get the hardball questions. You want to put that ugly-ass face of yours up on a billboard that's costing a fortune that you could help feed the hungry. You want to put your ugly-ass face and your false message on all the TV stations. And I got to tell you, I'm tired. I'm tired of all these ads on TV, national, local, and I think all you good people are too. It turns me off. It don't turn me on. It turns me off. But Kern is going his own direction now, people, because of his lack of leadership. Him and Bob, I'd rather piss in my pants than piss in a urinal Sprague. Now all of a sudden, Kern say, I'm going to go my own direction. Yeah, you better, because the other direction is where I've been, the federal prison, and it ain't pretty. I've been there, done that, Kern. I think you'll have a good time. I think you'll be the belle of the ball, if you know what I mean. And Kern, let me tell you, don't fall for that old, hey, I dropped my soap, pick up my soap in the shower because, well, maybe you'll like that, Kern. Never mind, I won't give you that advice. Listen, people, I'm serious. This election, vote the person, not the party. If you honestly and sincerely think that Kern's done a good job, I would tell you vote for him. But I don't know anybody that lives in St. Clair County other than the 2 or 3% they're going to vote for him because they want to keep their job. If it wouldn't be for keeping their job, these no good son of a bitches that are with them wouldn't vote for him either. But think about it, people. Don't vote the party, especially below the hill, the proud black community. Don't let Kern and Sprague and the Democrats say, you got to vote Democrat. I'd say we've been voting Democrat for the last 50 years down here. You see the devastation below the hill in East St. Louis, Washington Park, Centerville, Allerton, Cahokia, Brooklyn, Caseyville. You've seen the devastation, the financial devastation. You've seen the ruin. And that's what you're getting for voting Democrat, for being loyal Democrats? You guys need to come out of that box, vote Republican, vote the person. And then a few years down the road, the Democrats will say, we better do something for those proud people, or we'll never get their vote back. That's the problem, people. That's the problem. Don't give that, I'm a Democrat. My dad was a Democrat, but he'd roll over in his grave if I got screwed by these Democrats and then voted for them. We're not stupid people. They think we are. They sit behind closed doors and talk about us. The elite up there, the rich, they live up there in the Orchards. Sprague does $1.5 million house. Kern's got a $2 million hunting lodge in Brussels in Calhoun County up north. He didn't build in St. Clair County because he knows how high the taxes are because he's the one that caused the high taxes. And personally, I don't think he likes being around black folk, but that's just my personal opinion. I think the federal government, if you go back a few years, you'll see where they thought the same thing with that consent decree that had to come down. And we'll be talking about that in the near future. And that's not negative politics. That's factual politics, people. That's factual politics. Think about it. Kern, one last chance. I'm challenging you. I'll put $50,000 of my own money up. You take $50,000 out of this advertising campaign that's going to do you no good because we know who you are. We know what you're about. And it's not positive, Kern, not positive at all. We'll take that $100,000. We'll go hand in hand, and we'll feed the poor. We'll feed the needy. We'll feed the hungry. We'll feed the less fortunate. Let's do that, Kern. Let's both of us, and we're both no good son of a bitches, let's both make a positive mark during this election because the rest of this election is going to be negative. Let's us together, Kern, for one day, be decent people and do something for the less fortunate because we're fortunate enough, me and you, to do for the less fortunate. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. I just got done talking to a very, very proud black man, and he enlightened me a little bit. The Democrats have done a lot for East St. Louis the last 30, 40 years, haven't they? In a great location right across from St. Louis, very valuable land. They've done good. You know what they've done? There's no restaurants. You can't go to a nice restaurant in East St. Louis. There's no shows. There's no concert venues. There's nothing in East St. Louis, and that's what the St. Clair County Democratic culture of corruption, that's what they've done. That's what the Democratic Party, that's what Kern said he's done the last 12 years, brought nothing to East St. Louis. But even more than that, there's not even, and Kern, I shart you for this, there's not even a hospital for the proud, poor black community of East St. Louis. And heaven forbid a young black kid die trying to get to a hospital in Belleville, try to get in a hospital in Centerville. The blood of those people are on your hands, Kern, because you could have helped keep a hospital down there. That should have been number one priority. The people below the hill keep you in office. They're the ones that keep you in office. And how do you reward them? How does the St. Clair County Democratic culture of corruption reward the proud black people below the hill? No restaurants, no jobs, no shows, no concert venues, no hotels. Well, a couple of whore hotels, but that's okay. Never been there, drove by them a lot. Thought about going, but don't have enough money. But anyway, that's another story. But the most egregious, Kern, you didn't fight to keep St. Mary's Hospital open. You fought for Belleville Memorial to get another hospital. You fought for St. Elizabeth, and that's fine. But not, you hear me, at the expense of the proud people in East St. Louis. And heaven forbid, Kern, because of your lack of leadership, your lack of action, that some poor kid, black or white, don't give a damn, female or male, don't give a damn, is hurt in East St. Louis. And instead of living on 10th and Bond and making it to 8th Street, to St. Mary's Hospital, they got to go to Belleville Memorial, got to go to Centerville. That 5 minutes could be life or death, Kern. Not for your family with the good insurance, mommy and daddy's money. Send them to private schools. Not your money, Kern, because you've got money to protect your family. There's a lot of proud people, both black and white in St. Clair County, that don't have enough. And that's why we the people that are fortunate enough, we need to help. We need to give a helping hand, Kern, not a backhand. And you talk about how you can follow your convictions and how you're against, I would assume you're against the Democratic Party, and how you're going to keep St. Clair County, you hear me, people, keep St. Clair County great. St. Clair County hasn't been great for 50 years under their leadership. And Kern, you say all this, and I think the people of St. Clair County have something to say back to you.
Where's the dress? Where's the dress? Tell me where's the dress? Where's the dress?
Now, Mo, let's get on down to the store and get some lipstick and some rouge.
Where's the dress? Hey, Joe, why don't we do this thing up right and get some of them ostrich plumes?
You know,
where's the dress?
I was wondering if they made a pink pump in a size 12, Mo.
Where's the dress? You don't...
Kern, you know what? You and that dress fetish of yours, I don't know, you stupid son of a bitch, but really, seriously, Kern, that's probably all you think about is yourself up on the billboard. and I got to let this go. I don't want to, but I got to let it go. But there's kids down in East St. Louis, black kids. There's white kids all throughout the county that are starving, that have holes in their pants, that don't have a good education, don't have the opportunity, live in a house, living somewhere where the water's coming in, where it's hot in the summer and cold in the winter. And you're going to take $250,000 to spread your message, you no good son of a bitch. We've heard your message loud and clear. When are the decent people? When are we going to take a stand? When are we going to take a stand here in St. Clair County? I hope it's on November the 8th. I sincerely hope it's on November the 8th. Now, being an equal opportunity political hater, Governor Rauner, you're an idiot too. Now, he signs a bill allowing police officers to adopt their dogs. Now, let me tell you what, Rauner, you asswipe Republican bastard. If I was a canine officer and I train with the dog and I become friends with him and this dog becomes loyal to me and this dog's going to die for me when I send him in to a gunfire, and we got to have politicians telling us that, oh, you can keep that dog, I say, kiss my ass, Rauner. But people, that shows you. Think about it. A police officer gets a dog, trains a dog, lives with the dog, becomes the dog's companion. The dog will die for this police officer because if they have to send him into a fire, I don't want to see anybody die, but I guess an animal has to go first. I hate to say that, but animal has to go, before most human beings anyway, not all of them. But so we got to have, when the dog retires, we got to have some asswipe, no count, good for nothing, rotten bastard politician, Democrat or Republican, say, oh, we're going to pass a law saying you can take that dog. You son of a bitches that have to come and kill me because you wouldn't get the dog back. And I just want to prove a point, people. These politicians are in our lives. Stay in their lives. We only need the political element when we need them. Stay out of our lives until we need government. But Rauner's going to be a big shot. He's signing that bill that the officer can adopt. Why do we need a politician? Why can't we just be decent and say, hey, that dog's been with that police officer, probably saved his life, become family, become friends. He's going home. Hell, don't bring your son. You police officers, don't bring your sons on as partners when they get old enough to be policemen. Because if something happens and they retire, you're going to have to get a executive order from the governor saying that your son can become part of your family again. No, your son was part of your family when that whole situation took place. And that dog was part of your family, and we don't need you, Rauner. You no good son of a bitch. You're just as bad as some of the Democrats. We don't need you telling this police officer or any police officer in this great state of Illinois. Once that dog's been loyal, once that dog's become a family member, you asswipe bastards got to pass a law saying that, oh, you can adopt that dog. I say, kiss my ass, you rotten, stupid bastards. And I would say to Congressman Bost, I guess you don't give a damn about adopting dogs. He just shoots at some bitches. Bost, I don't like you. I don't like what you did 2 years ago. And for you people that don't remember, Bost's daughter got bit, and I hated to hear that, by a beagle. Bost alluded to the fact that the beagle attacked his daughter. I've never seen a beagle jump up and attack. I've seen pit bulls. I've seen German shepherds. I've never seen a beagle. I think their ears are too floppy to jump, but that's okay. But the dog allegedly bit Rauner's beautiful young daughter, and I feel for that. Bost. And Bost comes home from work. He's working at trucking, and he's a state representative making all that money. He didn't give up his salary. He didn't give up his benefits. Now, he threw some papers up in the air like it was a big deal. I'd like to throw every politician on the floor in Springfield up in the air. To hell with the papers. But he comes home, sees what happens, and I'd be upset too. Walks around, and I don't have all the story, but I got the vast majority, but I can't get all the story because Bost won't be transparent. But allegedly walks around, sees the dog was back in the pen, gets the gun out, and it's alleged, because I don't know all the facts, but I'm going to have to get them, and pops the dog, kills the dog laying there in the pen. And then they tell me that Bost is saying that we shouldn't have a lot of dogs. We don't have room for the dogs in the animal shelters, so let's euthanize them. I don't like that word euthanize because that makes it sound okay. Let's kill them. Let's kill them, boss. Is that what you want to do? If there's too many people in this world, do you want to kill them too? You think about it. These politicians on both sides of the aisle. Neither one are worth a damn. I don't know what the hell the solution is, but we got to do something, people, because it's never going to get better until we the people make it better. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Someone addressed me, said there was an article in the paper, Bob Romanik in good letter. I like it. I like my name out there. It's good publicity for the radio station. Don't give a damn about the election because the elections come and go. Radio will be here forever. Bob Romanik is at it again. This time and thank you for that compliment. I'm going to continue to be at it again, whatever at it again means. Mothers Against Drunk Driving to his campaign, trying to embarrass Congressman Bost into condemning the St. Clair County Republican Chairman Doug Jamison. Yes, I'll tell you what, no more truth could have been said, because Bost, if you don't condemn the son of a bitch, you condone him. And if you condone a guy that didn't pay $100,000 in child support, if you condone a guy that's been charged with domestic violence on a couple of occasions, if you condone a guy that's had 2 DUIs that possibly could have killed somebody being drunk driving. He was so embarrassed he tried to get it expunged, and they said no, and it's in court record. But see, I'd have to say, Bost, maybe you like this guy, because anybody to kill a defenseless dog is a no-good asswipe bastard in my book. You hear that, Congressman? Hear it strong and hear it loud. And you're damn straight. Romanik is upset that he got kicked out of the Republican organization. Now, that's not true. Never wanted to be part of any organization. That's why the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition was started. Get kicked out of the organization. But this is true here, though, that he never wanted to be part of in the first place. Well, that is definitely true. Never wanted to be part of it, but we'll get to that. But Congressman Bost, I hear that you're sending out some letters now. A veteran got something about veterans, and it was from your franking privileges, the free press that you get, the free advertising that you get that's free to you but cost us taxpayers 47 cents. And this vet was pissed because he says there's a questionnaire, but if you send it back, these vet said, I had to spend my 47 cents. The congressman don't spend his 47 cents, but the veteran spends his 47 cents. And I got a good picture. And they're good at pictures. Congressman, you're good at taking pictures. Why don't you talk to your people? And your people are my people. There's a picture with him, a photo op with some beautiful students from around the area. And he's smiling and profiling. I hope you're not thinking about euthanizing dogs. That's why you're smiling, Congressman. I hope that's not why. Man shot by a Milwaukee officer. We're going to talk about that all day tomorrow. That really pisses me off. We got to wake up, people. A police officer, a black police officer, kills a black man with the gun who's been charged with so many crimes. And then the bums, the criminals of Milwaukee, both black and white, both men and women, burned down the gas station. I guess the gas station had something that, the gas station might have provided the gas in the police car, that the police car chased the guy with the gun that was going to kill the policeman. So the gas station has something to do with it. The innocent gas station gets burned down. These aren't protesters. These are criminals. And we're going to talk about that all day tomorrow because that's bull crap. That's total. Man shot in Milwaukee, had a gun in his hand, shot by a black police officer. But see, these crap bums, black and white, men and women, that protest, these criminals, they're just looking for something. They have nothing to do in life. They're bums. They don't have jobs. This is their meaning. Well, I got to tell you what. If you want meaning in life, here's what I tell you what you do. You go out, you get a gun, and you put it between your shoulders. You aim it between your shoulders and that mass of whatever the hell you want to call it, and you blow your head off. That'll be something constructive for the entire community. If you want to do something constructive, you ass white bastards, take that gun that you probably robbed somebody with, take that gun that you might have killed somebody with, take that gun that you've probably committed a lot of crimes with, and do something constructive. Blow the top of your head off, because there ain't nothing in there but a mass of crap. I'm tired, people. When are we going to take this country back? It ain't black and white. It's criminal. It's criminal. But they're all waiting. Again, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. A black officer. Now it's a black officer who kills a guy who pointed a gun at him, who's shot other people before, shot at other people, got a long criminal record. That makes no difference. But when a white police officer or a black police officer, as there was one in Virginia, I guess, or someplace down south somewhere, gets killed, we're the white people, the proud white people, the proud black people. How come we're not out burning down things when a police officer, black or white, gets killed? Because that's not what a decent human being does. Let's take care of our housekeeping. We've got a sporting clay event coming up Monday, August the 22nd at Satherby Farms Club in St. Charles, Missouri. We'll talk about that later. Don't have time to go into that. I want to say hi to Ryan. Ryan does security at the Mental Health in Alton. And I want to say hi to him. I want to say hi to Linda Feeney out of Belleville. She stopped by the headquarters. Gary and Annie Mednick from Freeburg, Illinois. Staunch supporters, want to say hi to you guys. Sorry we don't have a lot of time, but we'll get to this tomorrow. The car cruise with our good friend Russ Erlinger coming up the third Wednesday. I believe that's August the 17th, this Wednesday. Going to be at Shooters West in Freeburg, Illinois. If you guys can make it, please do. Chill and Grill coming up August the 20th and 21st in Marine Park in Marine, Illinois. Got that out of the way. And the Mount Pleasant Cemetery Fish Fry coming up this Saturday, August the 27th from 4 to 7 p.m. If you can make it there, please do. Okay, you can listen to me on iTunes. We don't need all that crap, blah, blah, blah. And there ain't much going on this date, so we'll forget about that. People, listen to me. The election's coming up. We can make a difference. It's not about Democrats. It's not about Republicans. It's not about black or white. It's about survival for our great country, for our great cities, our counties, our state, our national government. Let's put public servants back in office, public servants that do for everybody, not politicians that just do for their friends. All they do is for their friends and family. All they care about is getting reelected. And I got to say, Kern, what a no-good son of a bitch you are. I'm challenging you. Let's put $100,000 and me and you take our money and us hand out money to feed the poor, to feed the less fortunate. I'm fortunate enough to do it because I've worked hard for 45 years. You're fortunate enough to do it because you've had family that gave you the money, that I'm sure they worked hard, not you. And you want to be a politician, not for the money, not for the $95,000 he says in the paper. No, he wants to be a politician because that makes him somebody. Without that title, without that authority, he's a nobody. And if you need authority, a title, and money to be somebody, then Kern, you really are a nobody. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM. Simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be all over this Milwaukee shooting. We're going to be all over everything to do with us, the people, we the people, not them, the criminal political arms of both the Democratic and the Republican Party. Always remember, people, vote the person, not the party. The party has done nothing for the good people of East St. Louis. The Democratic Party has done nothing good for the people of St. Clair County. We don't need Kern on billboards and on TV telling us what he's going to do. After 20 years of his leadership, if it can't be done in 20 years, it's never going to be done. Kern, those ads are going to backfire on you because people know you people have been exposed to your political corruption, to your vanity. And Kern, don't forget, $50,000. I'm challenging you. Do something positive once in your life. Take that money and do something for the people, not for you, you asswipe, bastard, low-life, bottom-feeding son of a bitch. So let's continue, people, to unite. And I will, day in and day out, expose these no-good political, parasitical, perverted punks that we call politicians. And together on November the 8th, vote the person, not the party. Together, we can destroy this political corruption, both on the Democrat and the Republican side. Let's destroy this political corruption once and for all. Politically, of course. Right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm. Well...